Hello. Welcome to Evolve, the place where we build one another up, share your opinions, your thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and your feelings, where you will never be outcast for being who you are. Thank you for listening in. It means so much. It's good to be back podcasting after a long break. I honestly needed it. Guys, I have been working on topics to discuss and looking for future guests to join us in on episodes. I tell you, I have been busy. Even working on a project has kept me busier than I actually wanted to be. But with saying that, I have a wonderful topic tonight. It's do you trust your own intuition? I like this one. It's one many can relate to. So don't go nowhere. Stay tuned as we jump right in. So let's jump right in. Like I said, tonight's episode, do you trust your own intuition? This is a good one that I struggled with numerous times simply because I can go with my own feelings and then out of the blue someone can say, oh, it's this, or be distracted and go with something totally different. I will then later regret not going with my own intuition. Like, I am not the average person who has that sixth sensory thing going on. Not always, but I'm not too far from it. I am learning to trust it. Every day I am, and to be honest, it has never led me wrong. It's when I don't go with my own vibes that I end up in trouble or down the wrong path. Sometimes it's my best friend, and even times has been my only to put trust in. How about you? Can you trust your own intuition or vibes? I know when it's time you decide. It's times you decide to go with your own intuition. And some may even think you're crazy. But if no one is willing to point you or direct you in the right, then hey, go with your gut feeling. Sometimes when this happens, it might be the time someone wants to see you off track. But hey, trust your own intuition. The world is changing. I can remember being there for whomever and vice versa. Nowadays, if you ask to be pointed in one direction, you're liable to end up in a different one. So sometimes when your gut tells you something, it's time to listen. The road isn't so nice anymore. To get you landing someplace else might be their goal. So what do you have that's all yours and your own? What do you have? Your vibes and intuition. When it sounds too good to be true and your gut says, hello, here I am. Don't do that. Yoo-hoo. Listen. If it's that good, it will come to you. You shouldn't have to run and chase after it like a sweepstakes. I catch myself focusing on my intuition most when I'm absolutely alone and doing nothing. I think, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and when the day comes for me to actually do it, guess what? It ended up on the news when the place and the situation got away from me. It wasn't meant for me. But if I had gone ahead and ended up in that place, I probably have gone with it, right? Is it okay? Many may ask, is it okay to trust our own vibes? You bet it is. Trusting your own vibes. And if it's wrong, if it's wrong, after you trusting your vibes, then guess what? It was you. You trusted your own vibes. Not the fault of someone else's or someone else, led me there. Not saying don't trust someone else, but trust in someone who really is in your corner, who got your back to lead you and see you ending up in a good place or situation. For example, I'll give you an example. All my entire life, I trusted my grandmother. I mean, her word to me was like the Bible. I trusted her word and that she never led me wrong or down the wrong path. So it is in my adult life, to look back and say, wow, she really did have my back. I even thought, I even would tell her, I can remember times I told her I wanted to learn things on my own, and I didn't want to listen. I didn't want her to show me. I wanted to learn it on my own. But in the back, my intuition was saying, you big dummy. If you have someone to tell you don't go down that road, tell you here is what could happen, and then again, here is what has happened, more than just 3 times, every time someone has done that and gone down that very same road, here is what has happened. You big dummy, why wouldn't you listen? Guess what? I gave in and listened. And I avoided a bad outcome, a really bad outcome, through life. If I had have gone down that road, and I've heard people say, you're lucky. I wasn't so lucky. So, she was that one person that I could, always trust. And I knew that, when I went, and didn't listen to my intuition sometimes, and I listened to her word, I could trust her word, to lead me right. It never led me wrong. So yes, trust your own vibes when it tells you don't strongly. Don't continue, immediately switch gears. Connect, try to connect with your own body if you can do that. Connect with your own body. That's important when you're disconnected from it. Oh boy, like me, when I'm disconnected from my own body, I'm anxious. I'm all over the place. I can't focus. I'm imagining this will happen or exaggerating to the extreme. I'm disconnected from my body, so I have to reconnect to it and listen to it. I have to put my energy back. I have to get my energy back flowing, silence all that, so that when I silence all that, I can then listen and connect so that I can hear my own intuition. I know it sounds crazy, right? But it is reality. When I'm on the right track, I find my days go smoothly. I'm happy and a jolly person. And by all means, there's nothing wrong with being that. Not at all. If you can't be that, then it's something wrong in the external world of yours. My world is peaceful. My soul is at ease. My heart has a steady, slow heartbeat that's healthy. Being in a safe and secure environment, who doesn't want that in their world, and you deserve that in your world. We all do. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. If we can't have that in our inner and outer world, then it's something very wrong. We all deserve it. It will come as we learn to listen and embrace and welcome our very own intuition. Did you enjoy this episode? Well, don't miss out on the next episode as we continue to explore more into this topic of trusting our own intuition and vibes. You don't want to miss it, or any other, future episodes. So, guys, this is Tia Londa, and I want to say again, thank you for joining in. I know it has been a while, but as you can see, I have been in the motion vibe of surfing, topics to discuss. I felt this one was one that a lot of people, struggle with every day. But if you still have a topic suggestion or question or concerns, that you have, or you just want to email, hey, why not send it to evolvetopics@gmail.com. Until next time, remember, the world is changing. Don't lose who you are or where you're trying to go in it. Hit that pause, stop, or yield. It's your life and your right to do so. This is Tia Londa. See you again on the next episode of Evolve.